Hey guys, welcome to the Brick Separator. Today we're going to be reviewing the LEGO Pac-Man Arcade machine. So this is a massive set here. It's going to be one of the biggest sets that I've reviewed, if not the biggest I've reviewed in this film setup. So just got this little thing here that I'll move to the side for now. I'll take a look at that later. For now I just want to focus on the arcade machine itself. So this thing's pretty darn tall. It's at least a foot, maybe 15 inches or so tall, so it's pretty big. I think it's like 8 inches wide at the base. So it's a decent sized set. So basically, just looking at the front of it, at first glance, especially from a distance, you may just think that this is the actual screen there playing the actual Pac-Man game. But if you really zoom in close, you can see these are all little pieces that make up this. And it really does kind of sell the illusion that this is just a massive, just like a real Pac-Man arcade here. So I'll show off the main feature of the set first. On the side here, it's got this crank. Also, right next to this really nice Pac-Man sticker there. It is a sticker, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's a nice little decoration there. But so you got this crank. And if viewed from the front, you can see it actually is working. So you'll see all the ghosts will just go around the maze there, and Pac-Man will chase it. You'll see actually this orange ghost there in the middle moves from side to side, and the cherry below him also turns a little bit. So it's a really cool function there. It's actually nice and smooth. You could go both ways with this if you wanted to kind of do that, but it's really cool that they figured that out. And I'll give you a little zoom in on that too, so you can see it a little better. But it's just a really smooth function, and you could easily motorize this. I think you'll see there's actually a lot of space around the back on the inside where I think you could potentially hook up a motor. So that could be pretty cool if you figured that out. But really nice function, and I do think this will actually hold up better than the NES set. The NES also had a really cool function with a crank where you could play the Mario level. That one actually has broken down for me over time. So we'll see how this does over time, see if this will still work a year or two from now. But I do think this has a better chance of holding up, at least from my initial impressions here. So taking a close look at the maze, these are all printed Pac-Man pieces there, and actually all these blue pieces that make up the maze are all printed, which is really cool to see. You actually notice right there you got 2 extra lives for Pac-Man, and then on the right side you got the cherry here. So that's neat how they have that set up. And you'll see down here is the kind of the buttons and the joystick. Turn the camera there. But yeah, so you got these nice tiles there, big stickers. Never unfortunate it's not prints, but still pretty nice. Let's see, there's actually 2 buttons over here. This one here is just for looks, doesn't do anything. But the back one will actually light up this coin slots down here at the base. So that's really neat that they have that. Just a nice little feature. And then there's a sticker there for that coin slot. Just says 25 cents, insert coin to play. Pretty neat they have that. Then they have a joystick here, which does actually move around like an actual joystick. It's got some rubber pieces built into it, so it actually does feel pretty realistic to an actual joystick. So that's really neat, and it's actually not connected to the main mechanism, fortunately, but that moves all the ghosts and stuff around. But still cool that they have that in some form there. And then the last feature, I guess, of the set will be here at the top. And you'll see there's actually a high score thing. There's a gear here on this side. If you turn that, you'll see score on the left actually changes and there's, I believe, 4 different scores there that you can change to, and that will just cycle between 4 preset ones, all stickers there. Then you get a high score right there as well, which is nice. And you'll notice directly above that is the Pac-Man logo there. Those are all done with 3 separate printed pieces, and those look really nice. They're really well done prints. They line up pretty good as far as that goes, and really nice to see. So we'll pause the video and then we'll turn around and show you the back. So here we are around the back, and it isn't actually covered, which is nice to see. You know, they don't always do that. Sometimes leave it all wide open there. There's a little thing to pull right here, and if you pull this, it actually shows the whole back. And then this is just built up with all little tiles and some plates. But you can actually see the whole inside of the machine. So if we zoom in here, you can get a better look at it. So the crank, you can see a little bit of how that function works. That powers that, a lot of gear in there, and it's still pretty nice and smooth though, considering all that's being done just from moving this one crank on the side. And then you actually notice there's also this little side build here, which you can pop out, and I'll show you this separately in a minute, but it's a little mini Pac-Man arcade setup. So taking a closer look at this, it's got this nice little tiled floor there. The arcade machine itself can actually pop off, and this has a whole bunch of different stickers that kind of decorate it. Just a mini version of the actual big one that we have here. And this is a really nice, well done build. I really like how this one came out. Then you'll notice you got a little bit of a stool there. This maybe like a candy gumball dispenser or something. And then this is a trash can. And then you'll notice here, we actually have a special Pac-Man minifigure. So this is a like a Pac-Man fan, and there's a Pac-Man shirt underneath there, and then she's holding a 5-cent coin there. And around the back, you got just a little bit more print there. No alternate face, unfortunately. But it was really really a nice little side build, just a little extra thing to just kind of add a little value to the set. And then here we have the this little Pac-Man display with some of the characters. So this is this little side build. It can actually fit on top of the arcade, which looks really nice. I'll show you that when we do the little outro and the verdict on this set. But it does have a little slot that slides into. So these look really nice. These are really well built up figures here, and then they got nice tiles down there, all the prints for the guys, and then the little walls of the maze. But you'll see there's actually a little button here on the back, and what that does is actually you press it and it'll change to the forms of the ghosts where Pac-Man can eat them. So that is really cool feature that they have. I really like that. It's very satisfying to do that kind of quickly there. I can do it slow, really want to see it that way, but really nicely done there, and it also looks really good the way they built that up. Now I'll pop this base off so you can see kind of how that works. There's all these gears that goes in there. That's the button. So quite a lot of gearing going on in there to make that work, but just a really cool little side build, and I really like this. One of my favorite parts of the set. And so here you are at the end. So I'll show you this. This little assembly can go up top just like that, and that will lock into place. A little bit of a shot there, so you can see that. Just really nice that can be put up there, and just looks pretty cool. So overall, I think this is a fantastic set. One thing though is that it does retail for a whopping $270, at least here in the US. So that is a lot of money, I think. I mean, Lego's always been an expensive product, but even with today's money and you know, all the inflated prices, this still feels like a lot, I think. I would think that this is more fair, maybe like a 230 price threshold. I would like to see it at 200. I think because of the inflation, it would be bumped up a bit. 200 is, obviously still a ton of money, but I feel like that's kind of where I'd like to see it to be comparable to other LEGO products that are in the market today. But if you got the money, this really is a fantastic set, and if you're kind of on the fence about it, I'll just say go for it. I do not think you'll be disappointed. The build is really, really nice. Lots of size that you get to build up pretty quickly, which is really fun, and cool mechanisms as well. And the mechanism, as complex as it seems at first, it's actually really simple to build. So whoever designed the instructions for this did a really great job of making that simple to put together for the consumer. But this is a great set. I love the look of all that with the maze. I love the functions here with the set, the arcade, and even the function that goes with that. Little side display is really, really good. Definitely, that's kind of like a highlight for me, that little part of the set. But this is this fantastic set. Definitely, if you can afford it, I think you will not be disappointed. So I'm going to give this set a 10 out of 10 brick separators. So if you liked today's video, be sure to check out some of the other ones here on the Brick Separator. See you soon.